Hello everyone. Dear children, CBSE has introduced this session means 2020-2021 one workbook for in class 10th English words and expressions. And today in this video we are doing word and expression unit 11 proposal. So dear students, here in this exercise you can see some faces are presented. You can see in the picture these faces are expressing certain emotions. So accordingly you have to find out whether they are showing happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, fear and disgust. You can see the first picture. Here in the first picture the child's face is showing disgust. This is showing anger. This one is showing fear. And here this girl is looking happy. So she is showing happiness. She is presenting sadness. And look at here. Here surprise is presented. The next unit comes your reading comprehensions, where one unseen passage is given about anger. How can we control anger? And this entire passage tells you about the anger, and we will do certain important words which are presented here. First one is aggressive. It means unjustly attacking, hostile. Then next one is assertive, meaning confident. Then consequences. Consequences means result. Distress, cause of discomfort. Grudges shows ill will. Uncontrolled means not controlled. Here the first question is, what do you understand by the word anger? And as you know, generally first question answer in unseen passage we are getting on the above portion. So here the answer is mentioned. Anger is nothing. Here you can see anger is nothing but anger is absence of peace with oneself, people or situation around us. And dear children, rest of other questions, list any 4 strategies of manage anger. So all these questions answers you will be able to find out after reading the passage carefully. One I have done for you, rest of other you will do after reading the passage consciously. Then another question is also of unseen passage, that is also reading comprehension. Here we will again talk about the important words what you are going to learn in this passage. Antagonism, that is natural dislike. Another word consciously meaning knowingly. Third one is deliberately. It means intentionally, knowingly, intentionally. Inherent means naturally. Maim, to wound seriously, to wound seriously or to cause permanent loss. And here also later on you will find some more difficult words are mentioned here. Aggressiveness, it means being aggressive or hostile. Next one is brutality means being cruel. Exploded means destroy. Vaporized means disappear here. Here also I will help you to find out the answer of first question. What is the physical violence that J. Krishnamurti is talking about? And dear children, the answer you will find here. Physical violence, here you can find out the answer. Physical violence is to kill another, to hurt other people consciously, deliberately, or without thought. Here the answer is mentioned. So the remaining questions answer you will try to find out after reading the entire passage carefully. Now another exercise of vocabulary we have here. Some verbs are given below. Write their nouns and adverb form in the space provided. So we are talking about this. Verbs are given. We have to make noun and adverb. Encourage, and the noun will be encouragement. Encouragement. Then the adverb will be encouraging. Excite. Noun will be excitement. Adverb excitable. So 2 I have done for you, and the remaining 3 you will do yourself. Then the next question is of reported speech. Some children are taken to a health clinic for a regular checkup. Rewrite the sentences they speak in reported speech, and you have to use the words complain, say, tell, ask, inquire, mention, etc. whenever it is necessary. Here also some of the questions or sentences I will try to convert you in reported speech, and the remaining one as workbook exercise you will do yourself. Ashish, I feel sleepy all the time. So what Ashish might have told when he went for health checkup? Ashish said that he felt sleepy all the time. Neha, I get pain in my legs when I run. Neha complained that she got pain in her legs when she ran. Sonal, I am fine. Sonal said that she was fine. So this way, dear children, you will solve this reported speech grammar portion. Now look at here the second question. Use said, told, or asked to fill in the blanks in the following sentences. One has been done for you. Here you have to fill the given sentences said, told, asked according to the tense we will use. So let's start. We will do this exercise completely because such fill-up questions are coming in your exam. It's very important exercise. The scientist said. The teacher told. The scientist said that dinosaurs lived 230 million years ago. The teacher told the students that she was going to conduct a new experiment. Could you please ask me where the new bookshop is located? The student told the teacher if it was possible is located. It is requested that he should tell the truth. Father asked his son whether he has paid his fees or not. Then we have the next very important exercise, that is the sentence reordering or jumble sentences. Join the parts of the sentences given below and write meaningful sentences. So, as dear children, this question almost comes in every year in class 10th board examinations. So this is very important question. I am telling you the answers of each and every jumbled sentences which are given here. First of all, you have to find out the jumbled words. Then after reading it thoroughly, the idea will be a little clear. This sentence is what is it about. So just see number 1, A. The inner determination of an individual can transform potential everything by giving ultimate expression to the infinite potential of human being. I repeat, there is a slight change. The inner determination of an individual can transform everything by giving ultimate expression to the infinite potential of human being. Second B sentence. The sun teaches us that you may go down many a time, but keep rising. C sentence. It's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. D1. The citizens of tomorrow would mold the world into a globe fit for human habitation. E1. You must hear the unspoken joys and pains of people to be a great leader. After that, you have listening exercise. And in this listening exercise, you have read a play by Anton Chekhov. Given below is a story by the same author. Listen and enjoy the recorded story, or someone may read it aloud to you, then answer the questions that follow. So here one story is given to you as it is given in the printed form, and it's a listening exercise. So you will not read it, but somebody will read it for your sake. Then after listening, because it is the listening exercise, you will listen the story carefully, and then certain questions are given at the end, like Venka went to bed early on Christmas Eve as. Then after listening, you will answer these questions. So this is your listening exercise you are going to solve. Then comes our speaking. In a speaking exercise, mostly the role plays are given up. Enact the play in the class. Keep in mind dialogues, delivery, tone, voice modulation, non-verbal communication, facial expressions, gesture, movements, etc. Many things are communicated through these non-verbal tools. So these are the non-verbal tools where you are not using words like tone, but your non-verbal communication is also giving life to the role play what you are going to enact. A communicative task is given below. Practice in pairs or group. What is this role play? Here one for inaction, one scene is given to you. This you need to do as a role you have to present. Then comes writing section. See, dear children, this story, this part of book, word and expression, is going to give us practice in all the four dimensions of a language: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And if we want to get complete hold in a language, we have to master ourselves in all the four ways. Reading exercises you have done at initial part of this exercise, unit 11 of work and expression, words and expressions. And then after that, writing section is also coming up. You have completed the reading part as well. Later in the olden times were carried by male coaches driven by horses. How are they carried today? List the types of letters sent by different means of transport. See, earlier horses were helping in transporting the letters. Now, what are the means? These you have to write down here. You have read a letter to God in your textbook, First Flight, first chapter, as it is the last chapter. So, this exercise is going to ask us compare and contrast. Lancho wrote a letter to God expressing his desire. Did it reach God? What do you think? It reached God. Definitely, God did not receive it. Surely God did not receive it, but one messenger of God received. It was received by the postmaster, that post office people, and they had collected 70 pesos for Lancho. As per as the demand of Lancho, 100 pesos were his demand, but it was collected by the post office people. 70 pesos were collected. So you can see, did it reach God? You have to give answer accordingly. According to me, God did not God did not find the letter, but definitely in other way the messenger of God found it, and the problem of Lancho was sorted out. Then, do you think Vanka's letter reached his grandfather? What is the correct way of address a letter? So, after reading this Vanka's story, you have to find out whether his letter reached to grandfather or not. And what is the correct way to address a letter? See, here you have to keep in your mind the formal and informal letters. There are two different formats of writing, formal and informal letters, that you need to write here. Then comes next question. Suppose Vanka and Lancho meet. Create an interesting dialogue between the two. What encouraged them to write letters to God and grandfather? As Lancho met Vanka, Vanka wrote a letter for his grandfather, and Lancho wrote a letter to God. And in both the cases, it seems it was difficult that the letter would be answered. So how they talk? This dialogue you have to write. Then at last we have the project work. Suppose you were asked to find a groom or a bride for a member of your family. This question, you have to find bride and groom for the member of your family. What characteristics would you look for in them? Make a list. You have to make list what are the characteristics you want for a bride or for a bridegroom. So two boxes are given. In one you can write down what are the characteristics you wanted for bride. For bride can be self-confident, educated, or if any particular reason or state is in demand, it can be written for bridegroom also. Salaries, good job, preferable nature, preferable areas can come in this way. So, dear students, I hope you followed it. The most important thing you have to keep in your mind in this words and expression, this is the workbook, and it is providing you a very healthy space to enrich your grammar completely, grammar, reading, writing, speaking section. Thank you everyone.